Hello, I'm Tracy Wise, and this is I'm going to take you on a little tour about how I communicate with my students online. For most of my students, they understand that this is Ms. Wise Central. It's this particular blog, and I've had this for a number of years now, and I always use the same blog as my central spot, and I call it the Wise Teachers blog. The only thing that changes on here is my links on the side change a little bit every year. But it's just a basic blogger blog. I use the postings sometimes if something relevant's coming up. They're kind of just a little bit newsy. I don't post on them too often, a few times a year. Sometimes, I've posted about new classes or a particular new tool we may be using. Um, Sometimes just funny things the kids might be up to. But the main important part about this blog is what's on the side is my widgets, and I use a lot of, or gadgets I should say, and I use a lot of link lists. These are my class pages, and students know that this is the main place to go for depending on the class that they have me for. Other gadgets that I have are all of the students' blogs. I link down on the side of the page. It makes it easy for me to check them, and it also makes it an easy spot for students to go check theirs and their friends' blogs if they need to. And all I change every year then is the little heading here as the kids move up a grade. So this is kind of the central space. So I'll give you an example of how my classes kind of work. I like wikis to set my classes on because it's very easy to just change things very quickly, change the course content very quickly, embed things, upload things. Really simple to do things on those on the fly. So for example, students who are in my logo programming class, um, might go here. Usually I'll use the home page to post some announcements or tips. Um, if they're, we did some work in MicroWorlds earlier this year, and so I have pages where, you can link to some of the projects that the kids did, or I put a page up where they can, link to some of the download some of the MicroWorlds resources. So I can put all kinds of things over here that just supplement or help the class. Another class, Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but I have the students are taking an online course, and I supplement the course with some cultural projects and things like that, and kind of direct them through the online course or pace them through it. And so over on the side, I might put links over here, like project that we did. A little project around Christmas about holidays in Spain, and some links for them. Some fun links that they can use to supplement projects, just some language links and web tools that use Spanish that I've found and I put on this page, so that's some extra resources for them. Projects that we've done, on Spanish artists, Spanish speaking countries, the cuisine of Spanish speaking countries, and all of those projects basically I'll set up, I outline who is taking what particular thing for their project, maybe a checklist, usually a rubric and a project outline that the kids can download, and then another rubric or a checklist of types down here for the projects. So the kids know that everything that they'll need to know about their project is all contained on this page. If there's downloads that they need, all the requirements, so they can check these pages anytime, anywhere. They can check them at home or wherever they're at. So that's another way I'll use a class wiki. A different way that I'm using a class wiki this year is I'm kind of using several resources. My technology class is mostly junior high school students, and I am using a course that I wrote for Ackland last year, and I put it on a Moodle site. I have other students around the state who take this course. They're high school students. And so because my middle school students take it, I do some things on this wiki that modify the class a little bit for them and give them some extra supplemental assignments. So I also guide my students to the course through here, and they all have iPads, and they have a Moodle app on their iPads. And so they can log into the course here. And the course is pretty straightforward. It runs pretty linear. Every module to the course has resources and assignments, and it makes it really easy for them to organize it in their app on their iPads and to find things and to submit things. So that's another way that I've kind of been using wikis and linking to some other online tools. And then another final way is that this year we have a lot of students who take independent study courses, either online courses through providers like A Plus or through Acklen or other types of resources. And we supervise those courses here at the school. I supervise those courses here, and that's our independent study. We call it Online Academy. And so depending with every individual student, we look over their course material, we pace them out for the year, and we allow those students to help remember their paces. They can click right there. And right up here is a linked table of contents, and they can find their name. So if my name is Rayanne, I can click on it and see that Rayanne is taking 2 courses online or independent study, and it tells her deadline dates and what lessons that she specifically should be through. So even though throughout the day I have many students taking online and independent study courses, and the courses are all different, this is one organized spot on this wiki where these students can go and find exactly what they need individually. And so for those of you who use PowerSchool, one of the things I do in PowerSchool under their assignment name, I just call their assignment weekly goals, and then I copy and paste this link into their lesson so that they can easily find this page from PowerSchool as well, and just go click on their name and go straight to this is my class and these are my due dates and my lesson tracking. So that's kind of how some of the ways that I use on the cloud to organize things for my students and to help them be able to have access to things and access to me and access to the tools that they need and resources anytime, anywhere.